So he's back with the pop filter, huh?
I'm back with the pop filter, which I'm about to address because it needs to be addressed. But before that happens, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Reality Check podcast. My name is Cody. I am with
Ethan.
And we are on episode 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 1. We had no idea what we were doing, but that's okay because usually when you start something new, you never know what you're doing. But Doge, how did you like the? I told myself I'm gonna stop. We're not going back into that. But how did you like episode 1?
I loved it, honestly. I think it's really funny how and you may end up cutting this part out just because, you know, I don't know if it's something we're trying to hide, but we actually went into that episode. With no intentions of recording a podcast. It was all going to be a test.
Yeah, I was like, we'll do like a quick little 10-minute intro video or something of like who we are, what we do.
Yep. Ended up being perfect.
45 minutes later, we're like, dude, we just did a whole entire podcast.
Right.
So,
right.
That was actually, it was fun. It was exciting. I'm excited to see where this takes us. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Thank you for those who have been watching, listening. We're having problems with Apple Podcasts at the moment. We have an account, a iTunes account, right? But it says we need to make one. So I got to get on the phone with Apple and figure out what the heck is going on because I'm trying to get onto Apple Podcasts.
Gotcha. You already know how corporate support centers go too. It's like,
usually Apple's pretty good at responding to.
Oh, really?
But we are on Spotify, so definitely check us out on Spotify. It's just the Reality Check podcast. But so one thing that I wanted to, mainly what this episode I thought was going to be about is removing toxicity from your life. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Because I mean, there's just a whole bunch of different ways we can attack this, but I had some things that I wanted to lead in with, some things just to start us off with. First of all, Doge, can we talk about something new that's on the table right now?
Give it to me. Oh,
this is your doing, as a matter of fact. What do you?
So we got, and if I may take the floor for a minute,
please take it.
We got some mugs, some clear white mugs. A little salty that all they had was stainless steel. Stainless steel. What do they call these? Coasters. That's what I was looking for. I'm a little salty. They had stainless steel coasters and not silicone ones. Regardless, you may see me filling up from time to time.
Periodically throughout the podcast.
Just wanted to kind of address our first sponsor. And that's this. You're probably not gonna see this. It's unsponsored juice. So
it's unsponsored juice.
Dad thing I've ever brought up.
Yeah,
life.
Are you a dad? What's going on?
No, that wasn't funny at all. That was a lot funny.
Bad dad joke.
Anyways.
So actually, can we talk about something real quick? This magical thing we call TikTok.
Oh boy.
Are you're on TikTok?
Oh, 100%.
We're on TikTok technically.
Right.
The Reality Check is on TikTok. We have an account on there. Links are in description, by the way. But I'm over TikTok. Do you get on TikTok anymore?
You're over it.
I'm over it. I've had it up to here.
For consumption value?
Just like TikTok is like really good at showing me 14 to 15-year-olds dancing to the baby.
Right.
And I don't want to see 14 to 15-year-olds dancing to the baby.
Yeah.
Anymore, like ever again. So
you're over TikTok.
For that reason, I'm out.
That's funny. You want to know why I think that's really funny?
Why?
Because I am in love with TikTok. I love the fact, don't get me wrong, the scrolling aspect.
You don't like it?
No.
Why?
But just because, I mean, I'm not one to scroll on social media. There's a point where people are like, I probably should get out of bed.
Yeah, it never ends.
And it never ends.
Never ends.
For me, that point comes a lot faster just because, I'm 20 and I've been doing my own thing for like the past 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I got to get out of bed.
Oh, yeah.
So that doesn't stop me. So that's back to the reason why I personally love TikTok. I personally love it because there's no rhyme or reason. It's the ultimate. It's the embodiment of viral. You know what? Does that make sense?
That was my next point.
It's the embodiment of viral because anyone can at any time.
Anyone can get viral on TikTok.
In fact,
that's the only good thing about TikTok.
In fact, I can pull up. I won't, but I could pull up my business's TikTok page. I posted one video. I just made the account and I posted one video, and that thing. Granted, these are baby numbers, but.
Yeah, compared to like Charlie D'Amelio or whatever.
But
you know what I mean?
One TikTok and woke up in the morning and I got like 435 views on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Just from some hashtags.
And how long was the video?
Realistically, I could tell you post-production time. I can't remember. I think it was like 20 seconds. Post-production was like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
of my
and
time.
guess what? But like, I think people are getting brand deals like on TikTok. Like, I follow this one girl on Instagram who I discovered on TikTok, but like she's got brand deals, dude. Like all her story is like, it's very obvious that they are brand deals.
Oh yeah.
But like, I'm sure she's making tons of money off of it.
Oh yeah.
But the one thing that I guess TikTok does have going for it is like their algorithm for getting people famous is
dude,
it's next to none.
Oh, absolutely.
But there is one TikTok account that I'm in love with, and it's Frankie's Fun.
I'm going to be honest.
Have you heard of this guy?
I haven't, but I thought you were going to say I'm the J.
I am the J, who is one of my, she is on the top. She's a cutie, by the way, to keep it
I didn't
real.
want to say it, but
I'll say it for you. She is a cutie, but also she's not doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, right?
Right.
Which is why I think she's A, funnier than half the stuff on there, and B, like unique in her own way for that. But that's why like Frankie's Fun, because first of all, a lot of people don't understand the humor because some people just live under rocks, call him Patrick Star. But like for me, like that's my type of humor. If you guys know who I'm talking about, you guys have to. He's always on the For You page, but yeah, that was just a quick little TikTok.
I've never heard of him because I don't scroll.
Yeah, so. I haven't been on in like a week. I just don't get on.
Really?
You know the notifications that like the little red notifications that show up on iPhones?
Uh-huh.
I got like 10 billion of those on TikTok.
Dude.
I just don't get on anymore. I'm about to delete
You
that
liar.
app.
It only goes to 99 plus.
Sorry. Sorry, I lied.
No,
sorry, unsubscribe.
No, but yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I think I personally, from a consumption standpoint, definitely hate TikTok. But as far as, with my business, and not to get into all the professional boring stuff, but as far as my business goes and my TikTok page and just the way that you can post literally anything and get 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 views overnight is insane. You can't do that anywhere else.
With that being said, go follow us on TikTok.
Go check out the TikTok.
But speaking of social media, I kind of want to segue into this. Is Instagram. Social media realm, different ball game though.
Right.
So recently Instagram came out with a thing where they're gonna like start hiding likes. That
was recent? I think this debate's been going on for a while.
It started a while ago, but it's been kind of brought up more recently. I don't know if there was like a specific event that triggered it or something, but it has been brought up more recently. About the viewer can still see the likes, but external accounts like you and I couldn't see Joe from Kansas's, how many likes he got on his post or whatever.
Right.
Now, I also heard something in there about like if you're verified or something where you're like famous, where like you're automatically guaranteed like thousands upon thousands of likes or whatever, they might show it or something. But at the same time, I don't think they're going to, because it's starting a whole bunch of like this idea in people's head that like they're not good enough. You know what I mean?
On Instagram?
Yeah, like on Instagram, like because Sally from Texas only got 23 likes on her post, and Sally Sue down the road got 15,000. Now regular Sally's all depressed and sad.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think it's a blessing, just
to see the likes.
It's to not see the likes when it comes. And aren't they already doing that in another country or something?
Are they? I have no idea, to be honest.
Should we get a fact check? Should
we get
not?
a fact
It's
check?
a waste of time.
Should we not? Who?
Like on my phone. Like, should I?
Dude, do a fact check. I'll do some
Quick
rambling.
fact check.
I'll do some rambling as you fact check real quick. But
Yeah, listen to the man.
yeah, I don't know. I personally, I don't know where I'm at with it, because I mean, I think I'm more for them hiding the likes, specifically for someone in Sally's position where she's seen someone else get all these likes or all these views on a video if you post it or something, where her self-esteem starts going down, and you know, she's maybe feeling she doesn't have as much self-worth as Sally Sue down the road. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
So,
are you finding anything?
it's from Business Insider. Take it for what you want. Instagram is now experimenting with removing likes worldwide.
No,
This article,
experimenting.
yes, this article claims that they've done it already in 7 different countries.
I take it the United States is not one.
Yes. It's Australia, Canada, Brazil, Ireland, Italy, Japan, New Zealand.
Really?
Yeah, so sorry, New Zealanders.
You would think that like someone from those countries would be like saying something about it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like I figured I would hear someone from Canada being like, "Oi,
You've got to be kidding me.
no, that's great."
Anyways, I get what you're
That's the
saying.
wrong country, mate.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna do a Canadian accent, but I think I butchered it. hold on. I'm sorry about you're not getting as many likes. Let's go make some pancakes out in the garage.
Not bad.
Yeah, super northern Canadian accent right
Shit.
there.
I think it's going to be a blessing, and that's really all. I mean, honestly, I don't have much to comment on that, just because I don't look at my Instagram likes anyways.
Dude, I noticed I stopped.
I mean, this is going to change business pages. Do you know anything about followers too? I guess I could always do a fact check on that too, but it's not that deep.
They may have said something about followers. I don't remember, to be 100% honest with you. But with that being said, social media, I mean, we kind of brought it up with TikTok on like how anyone can get famous on TikTok pretty much. But social media for business compared for social media for like personal use, I think those are 2 completely separate worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially because if it is a business post, I don't think anybody really cares how many likes it gets because it's a business post.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think people just like to be mean and mess with Sally because they get more likes or whatever.
And you see more and more every day. I don't know if you've observed, or I like to look at attention a lot. In fact, I even made an Instagram post about it, my personal Instagram. But I like to play and look at attention a lot and where it goes. And so if you look at Instagram business pages, you'll see that the lines between a personal account and a meme page and an Instagram business page are starting to blur. Like,
they are blurring.
Have you heard of
quickly.
Have you heard of Slim Jim's Instagram page?
I have heard of Slim Jim.
It's 100% memes.
It is meme central, by the way.
It's literally, and honestly, they're so good. So it's like, that's what I mean by that. But
no, I agree. I agree completely.
yeah,
because
not to derail, but
no, because like I guess a meme account could be a business.
Yeah,
account.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
But speaking of, I notice myself each day getting on social media less and less. Like when I'm busy, dude, one thing that I've been trying to do, like personally, is just staying off like my phone for like longer amounts of time. And the way that I can do that is by keeping myself busy. Dude, I can go 6 hours now without touching my phone.
Oh, preach, dude.
If I'm focused, I don't need it. I don't want to see anything.
I wish I could say the same thing. Half of my job is touching my phone.
See, but that's different.
Different for everybody.
I mean, if like your job, you know, creating promotions on these social media platforms, whatever.
Blah blah.
But for me, where I'm like, I'm not, I mean, with this podcast, we're obviously doing stuff with social media, but like outside from that, like I'm just not on my phone as much, which it's weird because like I'll get on like Snapchat or Instagrams and they have the stories. Dude, I'll be like clicking through stories for like 10, 15 minutes of just like, but a lot of the time I'm just like, I don't care.
Right. I remember high school.
I don't care.
I mean, I used to literally, I probably don't look at anyone's Snapchat stories anymore. To anybody I have on Snapchat, I'm so sorry. Please keep watching mine. No, but
Ethan's not watching yours.
No, but I seriously, I mean, like I remember high school. I used to just
all the time.
Like I didn't watch anything.
Yeah.
And there, once or twice, maybe I'd see something that catches my eye, like, but other than that, it's like for the most part, it was always just tap. Yeah, literally. And it was brainless. So I don't even surf social media anymore. And another thing I kind of want to get on a tangent about, and I hope I don't take too long getting on all of this, but is when people, I don't know have you seen like success videos of like where they're like giving you tips to success, like waking up at 5 a.m. and then plugging your phone in like the living room or the kitchen so that you are forced to stand up. Have you seen anything like that?
I have seen stuff like that, usually in the form of YouTube ads.
Okay,
to be honest,
so yeah, and so when it comes to that, for me personally, spending, I don't know, sometimes upmost an hour on just on my phone is different for a consumer, only because those dudes are like fuck, like they're laying in their bed because they're just like on social media and like in social media. But for me, it's kind of like it's emails and it's Instagram and it's posting content like in my bed for an hour straight. Does that make sense?
But like promoting for your business.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even really just my business, but my personal image too. So it's like I actually benefit weirdly from laying in bed for an hour. It's almost therapeutic and nearly meditation.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Really?
But yeah, for sure.
See, I have to get up early in the morning, so like I don't have time, unfortunately.
You don't want to freaking set an alarm. Yeah. No.
This man, Ethan sets so many alarms I cannot even begin to explain. He'll be like,
oh shoot.
He'll be like,
here we go.
Hey Google, set an alarm for 9 a.m. Hey Google, set an alarm for 9:15. Set an alarm for 9:30.
Dude.
Hey, Google. Set an alarm for 9:32.
You got to make sure you get up. I'm not, like, I got enough time to...
You're a heavy sleeper, by the way. You're a very heavy sleeper.
Oh, for sure.
As soon as that alarm clock starts ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-dong, I'm like, turn it off. A good 8 hours goes by before you're I'm awake now. And stop. And then usually it's the snooze.
Yes.
But no, I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, yeah.
You brought up something about self-image, and I don't know. I think this is kind of where I wanted to direct this whole podcast to was toxicity, and usually it's directed towards someone's self-image or someone's goals or inspirations/aspirations, if you will. In the world of business, not necessarily business, but in the world in general, there's a saying called the 99% and the 1%. Okay. Usually it refers to the people like Bill Gates is a 1% because he's got so much money, or Jeff Bezos is a 1% because he has so much money. But I think that 99% to 1% meaning can be spread upon other genres. Specifically work ethic, which I think not only just work ethic,
right,
but also personal care and personal mindset and things like this. And I kind of wanted to jump into this, and it's kind of what I wanted to talk about in the podcast.
For sure.
So
you mean self-care as in
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to it.
My sincerest apologies.
Most sincere. No, so okay. When you think of toxicity, like, what do you think of?
Just, I mean, honestly, the word, when you say toxicity, my definition of that is just general negativity. If you know what I mean by that.
Negativity.
Like the average 9 to 5 who can't wait for Friday, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's what
I agree. Negativity and those who make it their goal, not necessarily their goal, but have a huge part in hindering you from your success. To me, that is toxicity to me, and we need to cut that ish out. So that's what I think we should talk about right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
so a good place to start with this is here in our town. We have a good example of Sally from Texas in our town.
Also, Sally, I'm so sorry we're roasting you tonight.
Well, Sally doesn't know who she is because we have a whole bunch of Sallys, to be honest.
Sallys. I'm not saying one Sally specifically. I'm talking about this theoretical Sally.
But there's a lot of Sallys in the world. Not only in the world, but also in this specific town.
Anyways.
And it did boil down to social media or whatever, but she posted something that she thought was like good, something that she was confident with, something that
she loved,
that she was like, it's like she got enough self-confidence to be like, yeah, I'm gonna share this like for people to see because I think I look good, I feel comfortable with myself, like, so yeah, I'm gonna put this out there. And then people just started being like, just started coming at her throat, like,
right,
like for no reason.
Yep.
Just because she was feeling comfortable, because she was feeling not bad about herself,
right,
to be playing. But it's like, how do you handle with that? Like, how would you handle that?
And so Sally posts something that she loves personally and gets a bunch of hate. It's basically what you're saying. Gets a bunch of hate from.
Yeah.
Listen, Sally. Really, generally, all I've got to say to you is the fact. Get a little close up on this. Where's Ralph today? Where's Ralph tonight?
He's messing with the broom.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yes, which I can't even locate.
It's right there.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, listen, Sally. This is all I've got to say to you. She's not even at that point yet where I can give her advice because she's still back here, and by back here I mean like she's still got everybody else's opinion on her mind. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to make this a motivational Gary Vaynerchuk right now, but it's super important to just not care about the 99%. And
which is where I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, and so you and I both kind of reinforce this a lot. Even if we aren't 1% Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates, we're 1%. Reform ourselves. Is that even the right word to say? No clue. I barely know the English dictionary. But we reform ourselves. Shut up.
I don't even know what that word is.
Me either. Hey, never mind. So we reform ourselves to kind of like we almost brainwash ourselves into thinking that we are the 1% mm-hmm. in 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Mm-hmm. We're going to be the 1% because the 99% we're busy caring about what everybody Johnny and Jacob said about their Instagram mm-hmm. post that they loved personally.
So I heard you say something, or I'm pretty sure I heard you say, and I'm pretty sure you guys heard him say it too. I wouldn't say anything. Let me tell you about these people we call the antagonizers. The antagonizers like to get underneath people's skin, push their buttons, say mean things, be those assholes that nobody wants to be.
Right.
And when you respond, all it does is feed their ego, feed their mission, which is to pick on Sally from Texas and unfortunately make her feel as low as she can, which I just don't understand. more love and positivity in this world, to be honest. But
my ears, dude, I got goosebumps in my arms right now.
That's neither here or there. But
yeah.
No, I agree. You need to mute all these people talking shit, because like at the end of the day, like specifically here in this town, like, are you really worried about what Michelle from third period said about your post?
Right.
Like, it's so beyond that. Like, like you need to love yourself for you. And I mean, I guess that's more in the social media world, but it goes for all sorts of things. And in our case, business,
which we've said I've said on the previous episode, and for anybody watching the first time, welcome, and I hope you enjoy. But half the reason why I even roomed with you, you know, I wasn't looking for an apartment, and I say room like we're in a college dorm, but we're not. We have a full apartment. You know what I mean? So when it comes to why, going back to what I said, the whole reason I even roomed with you wasn't because I needed my own space or because I needed an apartment. It was because I literally was inquiring just out of sheer curiosity, had zero intention to move in with you. I got in there. It was minimalism. It was positivity. It was the vibes. It was the, hey, you know who. And this is a repeat of last episode, but, you know, and that's so hard to find in this town. And it's just, I mean, we have a great relationship here. I think relationships really take you to where you want to go. So 100%. I am willing to spend whatever it is at the end of the day just to be around, you know, like some positive vibes in some of those, because it's hard to come by. It really is.
And you need to surround yourself with it.
Yeah.
There's a saying, you become who you surround yourself with.
Yeah. So, and I think we're on, I'm still on the same page with you, where you don't respond to the hate because that just fuels their fire. I was on Sally trying to mentally aid her on her hate.
Right.
But anyways, you know, it's just,
no, I see what you're saying.
Regardless, still the same page, and still two really good topics, dude. Holy cow. Not to change the subject, and this is the last thing I want to say. I got a mad cold sore right now. So for anybody watching on the video podcast, I just wanted to address it so I could roast myself before I was roasted in the comments.
Just go. And then we're going to have this whole topic discussion over again.
I know I'm going to say, so people have been commenting on my cold sore.
Cold sore.
I don't care about your toxicity. No, but anyways.
No, all right. No, it's a very good thing. Roast yourself. The fact that you can roast yourself, no, that means you have enough confidence to be like, dude, I look like shit right now. I look like trash.
I mean, I'm well past, I think you are too. I'm well past caring what other people think. Obviously, I hold an image.
There's constructive criticism and deconstructive criticism. The deconstructive criticism is usually the hate, usually the toxicity that we're talking about that we need to cut out of our lives. Whereas the constructive criticism usually is like, hey, maybe try this and maybe get this result, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
something along those lines. But
yeah,
sorry,
sure.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, dude, you're fine. I mean, I wrapped up pretty much what I said, but yeah, I mean, working off of what you said too, it's just like, maybe don't take advice from Jacob, the meth dealer on Caroline Street.
I would agree with that,
but definitely take advice from Bill Gates.
Yeah, so I was saying something, I mean, to come full circle, if you will. I was saying something about you become who you surround yourself with. And just developing that mindset of like, hey, you know, you have a goal. Like, I would say we have a goal for this podcast. It's not to have 12 subscribers and 6 views per episode. Right. I think it's fair to say that's not our goal. Our goal is, I mean, just to say a number, let's just say 100,000 subscribers. We're getting views,
right?
Which it's not. I do podcasting because I love podcasting. I like talking. I like talking about topics. Like, I can talk for hours.
I know it.
So I guess that's the motivation behind it.
And which I'm gonna interrupt super quick, but
go ahead.
I just want to make it known, especially over video, that this guy seriously, I'm gonna compliment you here for a minute, so don't get all, oh, you should have.
You're gonna make me blush. Yeah, I'm blushing. I'm blushing.
No, but this guy, seriously, I mean, my biggest weakness is setting long-term goals because I don't even know where to start. Mm-hmm. And it's something I'm working on because I'm 20 years old. For some people, it's naturally. And I think that may just be one of your natural talents because honestly, I wouldn't have even thought about, we've discussed long-term goals like a ton together, just in business together. And I don't set a lot of long-term goals, but when he said kind of the long-term goal he saw for us and for this podcast and for you guys, I was like, well, shoot, man. Yeah, I could have thought of that in 20 seconds if I would have just thought about it, but I don't do that. So that's the only thing I really want to commend you on. I'm almost jealous.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Dude,
the reason I think you should have a long-term goal is because when you get these people that I'm about to mention right now, I call them the 5%. It's the people that you're close with that have nothing but negative things to say about what you're doing.
5%. Interesting.
I'm going with the 5%. There's the 99%, which I would say accounts for the general population.
Which also the math does not add up.
Okay, but hold on. No,
anyways, I get what you're saying.
You get where I'm coming from. We'll take it from 95 to the 5%.
Just pretend it's out of 107, bro.
Someone who I was showing the studio to, not to mention names, said, "Why are you putting all this money into the studio?" Like we mentioned in the first episode, the canvas, the plants, the desk, like everything that's going into this. Which we got more stuff coming. We're only gonna get better. They're like, "Why are you putting all this money into it? Like you have 10 subscribers at the moment. You have no Spotify listeners." Like, I'm like, listen. Here's where, in my opinion, the 5-year plan comes in. Because when you're able to tell someone what your 5-year plan is, I think that can help open their eyes a little bit.
Not that they even deserve to hear it, but
it's like, so when this person is like, "Why are you doing this when you only have 10 subscribers or 40 followers, whatever it is?" To me, I'm just like, because failing is not an option. I don't care. I mean, look at for example, Joe Rogan. He had 12 subscribers at one point. Everybody has to start somewhere, and you have to develop that mindset that, like, it doesn't just happen overnight. It's not like you just open your business and you're like, I'm gonna do $250,000 in sales overnight or this year or something. It doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean?
Right. And so, kind of just to add on to what you said, when it comes to like starting something, it's pretty relative. And by that I mean, you go to college for 4 or 5 years, whatever. I don't even know. I didn't go to college. I have no clue how long you go. Other than 4 years, right?
It's usually 4 years.
Usually
2 years.
Associates is 2 years.
Associates,
blah, blah.
yeah.
So you go to college, spend a bunch of money on that, and you, at the start of college, have nothing. At the end of college, you have a bunch of credits and a degree. And I'm not don't even think I'm going to start bashing college right now because I personally don't believe in it, but I won't bash it.
I think it has its pros and cons, but that's a whole different.
So that's some people's dream is college. Mm-hmm. That's cute to society. That's really cute to go in that much debt. When you go into starting a business or raising capital for assets and not even raising capital, having none and going on a credit line and screwing yourself into debt. Mm-hmm. That's like, is this guy on a drug? Mm-hmm. Is this guy on drugs? Mm-hmm. Like, why is that? And I understand it's starting to become more cute in society to do entrepreneurship and stuff like that. But
which you're coming at this, by the way, from a very entrepreneurial stance.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm continue. I'm sorry.
No. So I don't know, and I'm not trying to pull a Goodwill Hunting right now and try to act like I'm reading somebody.
Great movie, by the way. Great movie.
Very good movie. But no, like, so it's just, I just think it's so funny how I start a business, 12 people, 12 to, in this town, 12. If it were in Los Angeles, maybe 300. So like 12 people tell me that this is the dumbest idea ever and it won't succeed. And then 6 months later, when I have 6 different projects I'm working on.
I think you just said where we live, so we're going to bleep that out, but that's not a problem.
Shit.
That's okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Did I just
Man, I
throw
got
you
really
off?
comfortable. See, that's the problem with getting comfortable.
Yeah, no, dude.
But
you're
anyways,
good.
I would just cut this whole clip out. But
What I think what you're getting at is that whether you're in our town where there's 12 people or in Los Angeles where there's 300 people, you're going to have your haters.
exactly. Yeah. To make a long story short, yeah.
Mhm.
I could go on for hours.
But
obviously.
the reason why Ethan is a successful business person, the reason my dad is a successful business person, the reason
You're a successful.
I mean, there's different levels to success.
Right.
In terms of, I guess, the reason why Bill Gates is successful or Jeff Bezos is successful is because when Jeff Bezos was working in a little office with a little Amazon sign behind him selling
Yes.
books, he knew, hey, this can be something big. And when people were like, dude, you're in a little cubicle. You're in a little cubicle and you have a little shitty sign behind you and you're selling books. Like, you're not amounting to anything.
I don't know if you could see this, but I got, dude. I
Man-
wish I had my
man's got
jacket on. I
goosebumps.
got goosebumps.
Man's
Like
got
this just
goosebumps.
all goes full circle. I mean, it's truth. Don't care what anybody thinks.
It's those toxic people trying to bring you down from your goals and your ideas. And it's those, and when we say 1% here, I'm talking about the 1% that can say, fuck you, I'm going to have my dream, and I'm going to have my goal, and I'm going to accomplish it. Whether or not you want to be here for the ride, that's up to you on whether or not you want to be on my team and help me through this or degrade my idea.
Preach. I mean, honestly.
Thank you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Woo! Dude, this guy, yeah, for sure. And so, I mean, it's just, all this energy, you know, it's like all this positive energy really makes it easier to not care what people think too.
100%.
You know, I mean, that's another tangent, but just a little kind of thing on my mind. You pretty much said everything I was thinking all in one sentence there. Mm-hmm. It all goes full circle, and there's one thing holding us back, and it's the fact.
Is it the fact that, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had chocolate milk in this mug, and it is empty. No.
So first off, there's 2 things that keep let a little toxicity seep into the bubble. First thing is we don't have any sponsors. No, I'm joking. There's one thing, and it's that these headphones have 0 sound, and they're all for the aesthetic.
Whoa.
No,
This is a direct at me. You might tweet it.
Yes, I'm a little salty. I'm gonna let it out right now.
At me so I can see it next time.
This guy. So there, I'm not gonna get into the nerdy part, and this is another tangent because we're all on this big success mindset thing. But
I'm okay with it.
I want these headphones to have some sweet AT 2020 audio in them. What do I gotta do?
I would also like the same thing. I don't even own a pair. That's why Ethan's wearing a pair. I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm gonna call you out right quick. He's just wearing them for the aesthetic right now.
No, dude, 100%.
100% right now.
I want to be called out. You want to know why? Because I want these headphones to have some sweet, succulent AT 2020 bass and sound in them.
We have a succulent right here if you're talking about succulents.
Speaking of.
I mentioned it earlier, but we're still in the process of figuring out what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
One of those things is audio. By the way, I mentioned it at the beginning, but hopefully the audio sounds better now that I have a pop filter, which, by the way, I ordered the one specific for this microphone, and they sent me the wrong one, but I'm rolling with it because it was $17. Hopefully there's a difference. Thumbnail.
Yeah, let's get that thumbnail. Dude, we got to use that in the thumbnail. People are going to say, man, this has got to be a good episode.
This has got to be a good episode.
No way.
By the way, this is a great episode. I liked where things were going.
Yeah, for sure. I do too.
I have some more. We've kind of gone full circle on my notes. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, no, that's totally fine. And honestly, I'm surprised that you did notes.
I'm surprised I did notes
think
too.
the vibe of our, not that this was, and it's super transparent for me to even mention it in the podcast episode. The podcast listeners may be like, what the heck's going on when I say this? But I think we almost kind of have a better chat when there's no headphones. Or no headphones, no notes.
It's because we just go on our tangents.
For sure. But then also there's no structure. And I really like this topic.
I love this topic.
I 100% love
And I
this
think
topic.
there's a lot of people out there that will enjoy this topic.
I think there's a lot of people who enjoy this toxic content.
Because don't watch this. This is nothing but toxicity right here.
No, anyways.
No, because I think there's a lot of people, not just in our town, but other places where they don't have the guidance to have these mindsets or to have. For sure. And I want to mention something, but
controversial?
It's not necessarily controversial, but people come from different places, right? I'm a firm believer in you can't just have things handed to you.
Period.
You can't have things handed to you
because
then you lack work ethic. You don't know what it's like to have to put in hard work to make something happen. For just to tie it to the podcast, yeah, we sit here and we talk for 45 minutes to an hour, but there's hours upon hours upon hours behind the scenes that nobody's seeing.
Oh yeah.
To Jimmy on the couch, who's like, oh, I can talk into a microphone for an hour and be wrong. Mm-hmm. There's more to it than just that.
Yeah.
And it goes for a lot of things, just not just, podcasting, YouTube or whatever, but
yeah.
It's the same thing with your business or any business. I mean,
dude. Sometimes I spend 8 hours just on my computer, literally on my computer for 8 hours straight. Mm-hmm. Bathroom breaks, of course. But, you
lied.
But, and obviously that's probably not healthy.
Well, no, I mean,
it's literally me 8 hours sitting on my computer. Just, I'm seriously killing it. And I'm in the zone of, especially when I get into my workflow, I'm like in the zone on my laptop.
You're doing what you got to do now, so you can retire when you're 35.
Exactly.
Because I want to retire when I'm 35.
Yep, exactly. Which is exactly why, and I don't know if this is even good to mention, but which is exactly why people always bring this up, like, why are you trying to get married so early? So this is going to be super cringy, but I'm trying to find a wife.
Dude,
I'm trying to find a wife before I'm a $250,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 like simul. We're getting into Sims.
I see what you're saying,
but I'm trying to find.
But love's a whole nother topic, dude.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
We could. That's a whole thing.
And so, anyways,
So if anyone's trying to get married, also, Ethan is taking applications, wife applications.
I just need you to know right now I'm broke, but it might pay off. I was gonna do a wink, but God,
can't
so
wink,
cringy.
can't do it.
No, I literally can't. I have no clue.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, man, you got me just now. You got love topics in my head
that's
right
a whole
now.
nother
That's
topic,
a whole
but...
thing, man. If you guys want to hear something about love, let us know down in the comments or something.
Sure.
But
anyways, yeah,
man, I don't know that thing. You just really, my brain is going. I got.
Dude, I didn't mean to derail.
I got. You know those little candy hearts you get for like Valentine's Day. Those are just popping in my head. Like, that's all that's popping in my head. That's all I got.
No, dude. Yeah, I'm so sorry. And I mean,
hollow.
Yeah. And so anyways, it all leads back to business and working hard. Mm-hmm. And that's why I even brought it up.
You're grinding now so that
the honey I officially meet in the next, hopefully 2 weeks, I will be able to spoil.
Check in 2 weeks from now. We just have a video of Ethan getting married. It's a whole podcast about Ethan just getting married.
Yeah, actually, in fact, tomorrow, Ethan's wedding video.
Released
on the Reality Check podcast.
On the Reality Check podcast. That will be
Be looking out.
Be on the lookout for Ethan's wedding video. That's what I like to hear.
So, anyways,
I'm sick right now. Kind of. I'm getting sick. Just to let you know. To forewarn you.
This is the first time I'm hearing this, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought something was off with this guy.
I'm warning you now. First of all, I've had a few shit days in a row. I'd say not necessarily self-inflicted, but I mean, everybody has their mental weaknesses, and one of mine is I'm letting all this ish get to me in terms of in work. I'm just busy with work, and I've like been stressed, and I think stress can make you sick. My throat hurts, dude. Every once in a while, I get some sniffles. I'm over the sniffles, and I'm over the itchy, scratchy throat.
You see, and I'm not the same person as you, but I'm a firm believer in how powerful the brain is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I really don't think the stress is what's making me sick. It's just like we're in that time of the year where like people get sick.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know now so that you don't get sick. So
thank you.
Don't even come near me.
I appreciate you.
Give me knuckles. He almost did it too.
Dude, it was tempting. How are you supposed to turn down a bro?
How are you supposed to turn down a bro? Which we have a thing, but we're not gonna talk about that thing.
We have
you know what
now you got it.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna mute it if I say it.
Okay, then say it. Okay. Anyways,
so
we're back.
this man is a firm believer of like you just gotta help a bro out. Me.
Oh yeah.
If I say no, you gotta reinforce my nose, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, which I want to talk more about that, but I also don't want you to. You've already got so much editing right now.
I don't want to talk about that right
Anyways,
now.
and yeah, so
do you have anything you want to that you want to mention? Something that you want to bring up or anything that got to get off the dome for the podcasters listening out there?
So I mean, for the most part, there's really nothing else I can say when it comes to, and hopefully we have more motivational kind of. Hopefully this motivates somebody at least to do something or to not care.
I hope, because that's my whole goal.
That's the only thing I want to say, because I'm such a huge. You've heard me say this a million times. I am such a huge advocate of success. I don't care about the person doing something successful, or who they are, or what they're about, or what they've done. I just love success for people, because it is for people. Mm-hmm. And like, kind of what I know that kind of makes zero sense because we almost have our own language. So to translate for everyone else, so what the heck? Oh God, Lord. Cringe. So, anyways, and what I mean by that, to translate it for the average audience, is just success in general, as in just doing, just doing. Whatever it is, if you want to be.
That can be getting out of bed.
Yes, that could be. If your motivation is get out of bed, set 16 alarms, get out of bed.
If you got to set 16 alarms, you got to set 16 alarms. I'm going to wrap up
for much longer.
Kind of similar to what you say. I'm a big fan of success, but one thing that my whole reason for kind of talking about this is I want to help those Sallys out there who maybe don't have guidance or don't know where to start, or are consumed by this toxicity that they're surrounded by. It's like, unfortunately, and it's happened to me before, not so much recently, but it's happened before. Even some of your closest people to you, you have to say, unfortunately, and I'm not talking family, if it does boil down to family for whatever situation, I understand, but like close friends I've had to cut out because they think I'm an idiot for wanting to do something that I think could be something big. And unfortunately, you gotta cut that out, or else you're gonna start developing that same mindset. So my one thing that I just love to do is just maybe help people, maybe give them a little smile at the end of the day. If that's all they're looking for is just a smile at the end of the day. Hopefully that helps. But just one more thing on what's coming I don't know. I noticed in the last podcast, I also didn't have a pop filter, but there was just the tiniest echo. But I also listened to the audio a million times over and over because I was editing it. We are getting more sound foam, acoustic foam, so the echo should be going down more. And hopefully in the foreseeable future, we're getting new lights for a little bit better lighting. But that's
LED lights that don't fall down.
Because one did just fall down. But that's all I got. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't seen the first podcast that came out last Monday,
real quick, you're gonna have to redo this whole outro because I want to say this for all the support on our first episode. Holy cow! I mean, I don't want to cut anybody short, but even though I was pleasantly surprised, and thank you to everyone. Period. I don't care who you are.
Even the ones that were like, "This is the stupidest thing ever." I applaud you. I thank you because that just makes me want to do it more. It just makes me want
just
to
for
do
listening.
More.
I'm not even gonna hate on them. I have empathy for them. Like
no. Thank you to everybody that's listening.
Yeah,
a million times, liking, subscribing, listening. You guys have no idea how much it means to us.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as it goes for the people who are hating, I hope you get through whatever rough situation you're in.
And stop putting it out on other people because you're too ashamed to put it on yourself.
Yeah, he's more the aggressive type, but I do care about everybody as much as I can.
I promise I'm not mean. Damn it.
No, dude. I mean, it's you. It's
me. Whatever. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys haven't watched the first one, make sure to check it out. All our social links to Ethan's, mine, and the Reality Check podcast, they're all linked below in the description. Thank you guys once again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
You're sick.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.